So, MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI did a collaboration on a Lunchables competitor brand, Lunchleys, where it provides a small MrBeast chocolate bar and one of KSI and Logan Paul's mini bottle of Prime. And a lot of people weren't too happy about this product. Well, mainly because it was made by Logan Paul and MrBeast, who both are currently scumbags and hated right now. Another reason why people don't like this product is because well, first of all, it's a rehabit of Lunchables, but secondly, it's because it doesn't really provide any healthier alternatives. It doesn't provide anything healthy in this Lunchly. The ball started rolling when DanTDM tweeted, "What happened with YouTubers, man? I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better." I don't really understand this critique because everybody sells stuff for the sake of money. Even you're selling shit for the sake of money, which is okay. Not gonna shit on you for that, but don't take the moral high ground and say, "Oh, I do this to benefit my fans." Stop. You're doing this to benefit yourself, and so is KSI, Logan Paul, and MrBeast, which is completely fine. But a lot of people had an issue with the product because it doesn't provide a healthy option and they're only selling junk food, which is a very fair critique to bring up. The YouTuber Dr. Might brought up that the Lunchly product on their site doesn't bring up all the nutrition facts needed, and compared to the famous Lunchables that they're, making a competitor to, it's not healthy, to say the least. For a better explanation, you can watch Dr. Mike's video on the card or link in the description because honestly he explains it better than I do. After all these three creators were called out with their shitty Lunchables brand, I guess, they all responded. Starting off with MrBeast, who says,
Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, and more electrolytes. We use real cheese, they use cheese products. They can't call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality vision at roughly the same price is a net good, in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Also, as we get economies of scale and can get things cheaper, we will be only improving the product more and more.
overall, this was a fine response from MrBeast. It's that there's the timing into this response has people, up in arms about this because MrBeast, for the past 3 or 4 months, he has been accused of scamming, and there's a lot of list of allegations of very horrible things that MrBeast has done, and he has yet to respond to any of them. In fact, the last tweet he ever tweeted on his Twitter account before responding to this was a tweet announcing that he's fired Ava Chris Tyson. Logan Paul would also respond to the whole DanTDM Lunchly drama shit by saying, "I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version, you're upset? Don't eat it." Twitter's community notes would reply to Logan's tweet by saying misleading and saying Lunchables faces banned for allegedly containing lead, and that they created a better version. A lot of quotes here. It implies that Lunchly doesn't contain lead. The Ice Pop Prime hydration found in the turkey stack M's also has reports of lead contamination from the ERC. He would also go on to shit on a doctor for, providing like actual critiques about the Prime drink and the Lunchly, which, wow, Logan, how mature are you? KSI would respond to Dan's tweet by shitting on Dan's merch, saying it looks like shit. But then when called out for having his own U2s, he would bring up a 10-year-old sponsorship that DanTDM took with junk food and candy, which is completely different to what you're doing with Lunchly. DanTDM was doing a sponsorship with the candy box, junk food box shit. That was just a sponsorship that he was doing. That's completely different to you, Logan Paul, and KSI creating a... Wait, what did I just say? A sponsorship is completely different than making your own brand. Because in DanTDM's case, he is promoting a box that was already made. Meanwhile, KSI, Logan Paul, and MrBeast created Lunchly. Like, this is their brand, not another brand that they're promoting. KSI would also respond to the whole Lunchleys in video form as he scrolls through Reddit.
DanTDM response to JJ and Logan's new announcement. There we go. Here's the context we need. So, obviously released Lunchly, and DanTDM replied. This is what he had to say.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. Do better.
Yeah, so this is what we're dealing with. Never quite understood the sarcastic response. I probably have done it in the past videos, like probably like a year or two, or heck, maybe a couple months ago, but never really understood the whole, sarcastic response while you're in a bit of controversy, because that doesn't make your side look any better. In fact, it just makes your whole side a joke. You would want your side to be taken more seriously if somebody like DanTDM is calling your product shit, like for kids, or how it doesn't really benefit you. You would want to have a more proper and composed response so that people, an outsider, could look at your response and actually take it seriously. Because some people will look at your response and then say, "Oh, fuck this guy, he's a dick."
Looks like crap to me, while showing his toys that he sold to kids. How does this benefit your fans, Dan? Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
Wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with Tube Heroes.
and yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining.
Well, okay then. He was talking about food, not merchandise and toys.
And I'm like, okay, sure, let's keep moving the goalposts. But okay, did I reply to this? He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? At this point, his fans imploded. Self-combustion occurred on Twitter. And they just didn't know how to react. Some just decided just to be racist.
Holy shit, your response is actually terrible. It's bearable to watch, even. It doesn't really make your response better by making this video, and in fact, it makes it seem like you're just having a midlife crisis while laughing every 5 seconds. KSI would also go on to respond to, or he would also bring up DanTDM taking a junk food sponsorship 10 years ago, keep in mind. And this portion is also bearable to watch.
His audience just didn't know what to do. They couldn't fathom the idea that their beloved Dan was also exactly what he claimed that we were. Safe to say he's a hypocrite. But again, they kept moving the goalposts and being like,
Oh, well, Dan only did this once. He's only made a video once about sweeties to his audience, so you're wrong.
I mean, he still did it, but sure. If you just type in DanTDM sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience, but cool. But again, this was another complaint that I heard a lot. They were like, I'm about to do the voice again.
Well, DanTDM doesn't actually own the sweets, okay? You own Lunchly, so it's not the same.
Okay, cool. Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released Sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rogue released Sweets? Now, I'm not throwing them under the bus because I tried both of their sweets and it's fantastic. It's actually one of the best like sweets I've had in a long time, especially American sweets. Like, it's a shame that, you know, I can't even get it in England. But anyway, I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter. You know why? I've realized why. It's because people just hate us. People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul, okay? They hate MrBeast and they hate me on Twitter, okay? When it comes to Twitter, Twitter is just a cesspool of the most depressed people on this earth.
Holy shit, dude. KSI really just pulled the "they hate us cause they ain't us" card. Wow, that just shows how much of a shit show this drama / response is. KSI would also use this drama to clickbait us into thinking he released an apology, but instead it was a promotion for his brand new, I guess, apology album, which, I mean, by the looks of it, you're done, bro.